how I drew, rigged, animated, and dropped this underwear. Clad hero into a game. I started with bold inclines and chunky shapes, huge grin, round belly, and that polka dot cape. Flat colors and halftone shading gave it the classic comic look.
All right, Pixel Pioneers, time to turn this PC into a playground of heroics. First up, step 1. Our character needs to move like lightning, leap like a legend, and vanish like a cape in the night. That's right, speed, jump, and hide. I typed a few mighty lines here.
Check, courage check, let's pounce! Time to put the brief in briefing. Golden undies my size! Whirlwind wedgie, hang on to your britches! Thump, another villain hung out to dry!
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this festive block buddy into a game. First, I modeled him, just a cube with limbs, a big eye, and that little antenna, plus a gift for him to hold. Then I set up a
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this yellow creature into a game. I started by modeling him from simple shapes, refining the fins, straps, and that segmented tail. Next, I set up a rig with controls for the head, jaw, wing.
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this Cybershade character into a game. First, I modeled her from scratch. Simple shapes for the hoodie, beanie, and those metal legs. Next came a full rig, spine, arms, the fingers for that signature hand. Here's how I turned this odd trumpet-headed owl creature, Owlesque, into a fully animated game character. Started with the concept art, then blocked out the forms in 3D and sculpted all those layered feathers. Textured it with warm oranges.
I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this little TV bot into a game. First, I modeled it. Simple shapes, retro screen, tiny antennae. Then I set up a full rig with controls for the
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped the strawberry elephant into a game. I modeled him from simple blocky shapes, dotted like a berry and topped with leaves. Then I set up a full rig, head, trunk, ears, tail, all on controls. After that,
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this little blue blocky guy into a game. First, I modeled him. 4 cubes, a star-shaped eye, simple limbs. Then I set up a full rig for the body, arms, legs, and even the...
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this Ricky avatar into a game. First, I modeled him, simple blocky shapes, cartoon style, glasses and all. Then I set up a human rig with controls for the head, arms, and legs. After that, I animated a...
Here's how I built, rigged, animated, and dropped this little snake dude into a game. First, I modeled him, simple shapes, cartoon style. Then I set up a full rig with controls for the head, tongue, and tail. After that, I animated a bunch of fun loops, idols,
Start by sketching a bright lightning pattern on a blank pair, then map it onto his model in 3D to check the fit. A shiny red waistband and a stitched hero tag finish the look. Stylish, sturdy, and